Hey everybody, I am Mr. Sebulonian. This is Wynncraft, the gameplay update changelog. Let's go. And yeah! Finally guys, another update. Here we are, 1.14.1. As I said, the gameplay update, and this is the changelog. I did this with Gavel as well, so I thought, why not do it with the gameplay update? So I'm just hoping that my webcam doesn't come in the way of anything. I'll do my best. Anyway, gameplay update, nothing special there. I should probably save this PNG. Not gonna do that now. Anyway, it's time. Here's the changelog for the upcoming update, named the gameplay update. Now, we already shared some of the biggest news in the past week, so instead of rewriting them all, here they are. First of all, we have powders. I don't know how long I want to make this video, because this. All right, we'll do it. We'll go over it. Why not? This is gonna be a long video, so I'm probably gonna put up notifications and stuff. Not notifications, but like links to the different timestamps in the video, so you can check out whatever you want. Anyway. The update is near, and this time we're gonna try something different. Instead of surprising you guys with all blah 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 blah. Powders! For the new players who didn't play before the Gavel expansions, powders were a way to enchant your items but with special effects like damage, knockback, protection, fire, etc. And guys, they sucked. They were pretty bad, except you could abuse fire. I know that much. That's what I remember. And one more thing. I haven't read this. I haven't read any of this, so it's gonna be a first for me as well. If you recall correctly, there were pretty much only one power that everyone used, the green one. Why? Oh, yeah, sharpness. Because it was the one buffing your damages. Well, this time, every single powder will do that. How do they work now? There are now 5 types of powders. Air, fire, water, thunder, and earth. There are also 6 tiers. Before there were 2. Tier 1, Tier 2, yeah. Air powder 3, fire powder 1. Powders will do mainly 2 things. Add some elemental damage to your item and transfer some neutral damage into elemental one. On armor, they simply add some elemental defense and weakness. Not all powders are equal. Some of them will give more neutral to elemental damage, but less raw elemental damage. These elemental damage will obviously be affected by your skill points and item IDs. Identifications, that is. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? Well, we got a little bit more for you. Look a little closer. Alright, effect on weapon, plus 8 to 12 water damage, right? We understand that. Gives 8 to 12 more water damage, and 21% neutral to water. Okay, so it takes some of the neutral and makes it into water. That could be a debuff. It could also be a buff, depending on the mob you're fighting. Effect on armor, plus 18 water defense, minus 4 thunder defense. Adding 2 powders of tier 4 to 6 to your item will activate its special. Aha! Powders of tier 1 to 3 will not add anything insane, but starting at tier 4 you will be able to add some cool specials to your items. There are 2 types of special, charged specials and passive specials. Charged are found on weapons, while passives are found on armor. And they're starting off with a charge special. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Here's what it looks like on your weapon. Okay, so guys, have a good look. Curse. Duration 7 second damages boost by 100%. I guess that's what they're wanting to say here. The powder of the special will depend on the powder tier you use. 2 tier 4 will not give you a special as strong as 2 tier 6 or even 1 tier 4 and 1 tier 5. We've been careful to make sure that every special can work with each other to deal insane amount of damage. Here's the list. Thunder, chain, lightning will damage all nearby enemies one after the other. Earth, quake, okay, will deal great damage around you and very slight stun your enemies. Water, curse, will create rain over an enemy's head, reducing its defense by a lot for a few seconds. Guessing that could be good for fighting bosses. Yeah. Fire Courage will highly buff the damage of everyone nearby for a few seconds. That could be good for a mage, I guess? Maybe. Fire is not typically an element for mages, but whatever. Air Wind Prison will hold the enemy hostage for a few seconds. If attacked, the enemy will get knocked back far and receive additional damage. So that could be used to regen. If you're low on health or mana, you can use the air and you'll be fine, I guess. You can charge up your special by dealing melee damage to an enemy. This little icon will appear, letting you know that your special is charged up. When it's ready, you'll hear a sound effect, and the why can I not pronounce that? And the icon will become colored. My brain just farted. You then simply shift left click or right click for archers to unleash it. Don't worry, quick duel is disabled when your special is charged up. It is important to note that you can only have one special per weapon. We've also taken attack speed into account. Slow weapons won't be penalized. Alright. So it doesn't matter if you have a slow weapon or a fast weapon, it will charge equally fast. Is this long? Not super long. Passive special. If added to an armor, here's what you will see. Killing strike. Mob killed. You'll get 9% damage and duration lasts for 5 seconds. Okay. Just like the weapons, the strength of this special will depend on the powers you use. The goal with the passive is to get you killed. Huh? Okay. For real, we want to encourage risk-taking in order to buff your damages. Here's the list. Thunder, Kill Strike. Gives additional damage per kill strike. As soon as you are too slow, the bonus go away. Concentration gives additional damage per mana used. The duration also depends on the spell used, so casting a meteor at 8 mana will give you a bonus for 8 seconds. What? Alright. Dodge gives additional damage per time spent close to a mob. It resets as soon as you get hit or go too far. Rage gives additional damage per % of missing health. Okay. Endurance gives additional damage per hit received for a few seconds. Okay. Again, you can only have one special per armor. However, nothing stops you to put 4 special on the same element on all 4 of your armors, giving you 4 times the damage bonus. It is important to note that passive special damage bonus only works on the element of the powder itself. I did not understand that sentence. How do you add these powders? In every major town there will be an NPC called the Powder Master. This NPC will allow you to add, remove, and upgrade powders for a price. When you talk to him, this will appear. Okay, the green plus will allow you to add powders to your item. The red X will let you remove powders from your item. However, you won't be able to get your powders back. The yellow arrow will let you transform 4 powders of the same tier into a higher tier one. Alternatively, you can take a chance and upgrade powders of different elements and tier in the hope of getting what you want. That is pretty much it, and we're gonna skip that last bit. We're gonna go to revamps. I don't know, how long have I gone for? Behind the scenes. 8 minutes so far. Okay. Woo! Okay. Oh, this is gonna take forever. I hope this thread isn't as long. It's just pictures. Please say it's just pictures. Okay, we're gonna read it from the beginning. Click here to see the last week. No, we're not gonna do that. Towns. A lot of towns got changed up in the update. Some of them didn't get touched, others got completely redone. It goes from small stuff like opening the market in Almouche. Thank you for doing that, by the way. To simply bulldozing a town and redoing it like in Jungle Village. That looks amazing, by the way. Not gonna lie. Pirate Cove. You guys can look at these pictures yourselves. Just go on the forum. It's nothing. Okay, making scroll shops sell lower level town scrolls at a higher price. I mean, that's great as well. How about allowing players to reset their skill points anywhere for only 2 soul points? That's also great. My favorite is this new excuse me. Oh, my favorite is the new boat you might see a lot from now on. They call it VSS Sea Skipper. I'm sure you all know what it does already. It skips. Yeah, I guess you can go to islands and stuff. That's super useful. Thank you for doing that. Wait, what is this? I wasn't supposed to talk about dungeons in this post. What? Oh, it's a little... Okay, anyway. Schemes Island sure thing changed since last time, and yes, it did. I'm sure you guys can also appreciate these conveniently placed coordinates and direction indicators. That might be for the question mark quest, not gonna lie, that might be something there. Anyway, items. Now, I wish I could make a full changelog about the item changes, but it would take way too much time. Just know that we buffed most of the legendaries and nerfed the gesture set so it is less abusable, but still useful. Oh, we've also added some new mythics and about 300 items. What I want to say about the gesture set, having read that, is that it's probably gonna suck real hard. Because if they nerf something, it's usually an over nerf. Or way too little, but I highly doubt they nerfed it too little. I don't think it would be very useful. That's just what I think. It's already out, so you can try it, but that's what I think without having tried it. Here's the list of updated quests. The amount of stars show how much we changed them. Let's grind a different story, rework towns, rework whole quest. Okay. So I'm gonna have a look at that, and probably gonna have to redo some of the quests, some of the guides. Loot/XP revamp. I'm sorry. I'm sure you guys didn't see this one coming. That one coming. Now, a lot of you were asking for more quests in the update. We got those, of course, but we also decided to look into why people want so many more quests. Why are people only using double XP bombs on quests? Why is everyone only talking about quests? Well, after throwing a staff of 20 researchers at the problem, we didn't really do this, we realized that the issue was that the quests are just too good. So, we made these changes. Mobs now give you 3 to 4 more times XP. Great. You probably won't notice a difference in the lower levels, but as you progress, you will see that mobs now give much more XP than before. Mobs now drop up to 2 to 3 times more items than before. Same with the XP. Lower levels should be unaffected. In the late game, though, you should see a lot more items when killing mobs. The only tier unaffected are mythics and sets. Quest XP changes. Now this is going to be controversial, but here we go. Quest will not be affected by double XP bombs anymore, or any XP items. However, we've also doubled up a lot of quest XP, especially in the late levels. We just don't want you guys to feel like you wasted a quest when you aren't using an XP bomb or your XP set. New way to get good XP. In this update, quests won't be the only good thing to get XP anymore, so don't be scared about the changes. I'll say more about it in the next time. Alright, so we done with that one. Yeah. Thank you, dude, for doing all these things, I guess. Reworked question mark. I'm not too interested in this, honestly. Oh wait, this is all the quests. Okay. I'm just gonna... I don't think I'll read this one. It's pretty major. I'll leave a link. I'm not gonna read this one though. I'm gonna make quest guides. Elemental exercise. I've already done this one. Then there's a bunch more high-leveled ones. I love this one because, yeah, reasons. Just watch the video and you'll know why. I'm gonna skip this one for now. We're gonna read the dungeons. Then we're gonna read the rest of this. Holy shit. Okay. I hope I'll be done today. Oh my god. This is most likely gonna be the last changelog. Blah 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 blah. Dungeon rename. It's time to change things up. Dungeons used to have a fairly simple name with a single word to describe the full thing. We found that it limited us a lot and just doesn't sound very cool, so we renamed all of them. Here's the list. I'm not even gonna bother. They changed the name pretty much. Good. I think they're in the same location. Wait a second, even mini dungeons. Yep, mini dungeons do not exist anymore. They are now complete dungeons. Oh, baby. Oh my god, it takes 15 minutes? Okay. Dungeon rework. Every dungeon has been reworked. Some of them didn't change much, but others changed so much they are literally unrecognizable. Bring 18 token to the hopper to open the door. So now you won't be able to spam the dungeons. I mean, way back you could spam the dungeons a hell of a lot because they were only like, some were 30 seconds short. The skeleton dungeon was like 30 seconds, and then they changed it, made it even longer. Now they're making it even longer again. I'm hoping they give better shit now. We've worked hard to make sure that every dungeon is unique and brings something new. They all have a certain theme and special gimmick. No dungeons are alike, and since this is hard to explain, here's some GIFs, I said GIF, and what you'll see in the dungeon. Spawn a wave, it'll blow up shit. That's not very special, is it? You've done that before. And you've also done that before, sort of. Alright, whatever. Good job, Wynncraft. Good job. You've never done something before. Dungeon bosses. We all know you guys feel about tanky boring bosses. Every dungeon boss will now have a special gimmick or strategy for defeating them. I really don't want to spoil them though, so that's all I'm gonna say about it. This I can see being different. Good job on the wall there. It's sort of the same. I'm guessing this is the skeleton boss. Sort of the same because you have to take cover, but instead you have to make the wall go up. So yeah, pretty good. Oh yeah, make sure to say goodbye to Sandwich and Lava Cow while you can. They're getting replaced with better bosses. No, Sandwich was probably my favorite boss. Anyway, dungeon key. You used to be able to buy keys from merchants or simply getting them when you finish a dungeon. Now, the only way to get keys is to find a key guardian. Those are mini bosses spawning in the general area close to the dungeon or in the area of a closed level. After defeating them, they will drop the key. They aren't actually very rare. You should be able to find one per 8 to 10 minutes by just exploring. That seems pretty rare though. But if they made the dungeons longer, I guess it doesn't really matter. We also added a key exchanger, Deathless, to exchange your old keys to the new ones. He won't stay there forever though, so I suggest you go convert your keys as soon as you can. I'm gonna do that because I have a lot of keys. Dungeon rewards. A proper rework wouldn't be complete without also reworking the reward. Of course, dungeons will give a lot more XP. Thank you. They also now give a special token which can be used to buy OP. Don't say OP items and more, because they're probably not gonna be OP. I highly doubt they will be OP. But if they are, then who am I to judge? They will give you two types of tokens, a boss token, one's used to buy OP items in the shop, and a dungeon fragment, which can be used to buy smaller rewards and dungeon TP scrolls. Okay. Dungeon TP scrolls. You will find a few new shops in towns, one of them being a dungeon scroll merchant. They sell quick TP to dungeon, and they don't even cost a soul point to use. However, as said previously, you need to pay using dungeon fragments. Corrupt dungeons. It's a new thing. I'm corrupted as well. It's a new thing that we'll be testing this update. Corrupted dungeons are modified versions of the existing ones, only harder. For example, the corrupted sewers is level 70 instead of 9. Okay, wow. There will most likely only be one corrupted dungeon for this update, but we do plan to add more as time goes. This way, the way to get keys for them is similar to regular dungeons, but you will need to mix two items found in Gavel at the forgery to create the key. It's harder, but the reward should be interesting as well. Okay. Boss altars. This is exciting. I think this is super exciting. I know nothing about it. Something new. Boss altars are spread out around Wynn and Gavel and allow you to teleport to a special arena where you get the chance to fight and defeat a boss or lose. You will need to sacrifice a specific type of item to go through, but there is always clues around the altar about what kind of items and how many you need. Most of the time, those will be junk items. The boss will have a good chance to drop a few very powerful items. You can also only fight it once per payment. When you kill the boss, he won't respawn until you leave and pay the fee again. Even using /class won't make it spawn again. I will definitely try. The bosses can be challenging, but thankfully anyone close to the boss altar will get teleported when the sacrifice is done. No need to pay for every player. Good job, Wynn. Sprint bar. We wanted to keep this feature secret until the official changelog, but since it's kind of hard to make a GIF without showing it, here it is. Yeah. Oh, I made a video on this. There's some shit about guild. Right, whatever, I don't care. And now to the official changelog. Oh my god. Bug fixes. Alright, fixed thorns triggering lifesteal every time. Also made it do 50% less damage against players and 50% more damage against mobs. Fix a bug where saying no to downloading the package prevents you from playing. Fixed attack speed ID not working properly. This has been a problem since Gavel. Okay, sorry. Fixed attack speed ID not working properly, and we made it so it won't affect spell damage anymore. Fixed a bug where casting a spell on a sign and other spots could trigger another unintended click. Fixed a bug where sometimes a player could get glitched and crash servers when they were logging in. Okay, general changes. Removed YouTube rank XP bonus. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I am not sure how I feel about this. Anyway, it's probably for the best. I mean, I play the game normal anyway. So yeah, I didn't have much time to get used to it. I mean, side note, I got YouTube rank, right? And for those of you who didn't know, and then I became a moderator a month later. So I didn't have any time to use the YouTube rank. I didn't realize it was there until I was a mod. And I was like, oh well, bummer. But I'm a mod now, so I can do other cool stuff. Then I got demoted. And by the way, I got demoted, for those of you who didn't know yet. That was quite a while ago, actually. Anyway, I had the YouTube rank, and I made the 1 to 105 hours stream. Was successful. People got upset. Some people were like, oh cool. But most of you were like, oh my god, you should not be able to do that. And you're completely right. I should not be able to do that. So removing it, I guess, it's fine, it's fine. Mobs can now have more than one spell. Cool. Mobs can spawn other mobs when killed. Not so cool. New guild territories for Gavel. Cool, cool. New mobs to defend your territories. Merchant skin. They can be any entity now, not just villagers. Boats will pop back into your inventory when you dismount them. Items. Most legendaries have been buffed. Great, great. We have about 400 more items, maybe even more. New mythics. New gesture set to make it less abusable. Okay, new features. Re-identifications. You can now re-identify any item you want as many times as you want. But the price will go up exponentially every time, meaning it will first cost, let's say 5, then it will be 10, then it will be 20, then 40, then 80, then 160, then 320, and then 640, oh, and so on. It will be higher and higher and higher. Soul points system have been reworked. Now instead of dropping everything at 2 soul points and less, you will have a chance to drop your items the less soul points you got. Don't worry, nothing of value should drop until you reach 5 soul points, and horses will never drop. Criticism. Again, I don't like this. I accept it. No, I don't. I don't accept it. I think they should change it back the way it was. Because it's bad. I mean, imagine if you're grinding, as it says here, 60% of your junk items, you're grinding for some items that you need, because in some old quests you need to do that, and you're at 5 soul points, and you're like, well, shit, should I just wait until my soul points have regen, because I don't want to lose 60% of the junk items I currently have that I'm trying to gather. And losing 30% of your emeralds, imagining, okay, you shouldn't carry around a stack of elite, but imagine losing 30% of that. I don't like it. Onward to the next one, swarms. Super hyped about this. This is probably the best thing. Some of you guys were expecting that because we decided to add swarms info in the stats page. Although we could not test it with 60 players, so if everything goes well during the beta, it will be added. Let's pray it does. Love swarms. They're the best. I love them. Because you get free XP. Very abusable. Website. Now, those changes might not come on the next exact same day, but we've got a few new things to the website. Updated map will now show your position, your friend's position, if both players are friends, and your guild's position on the map as long as they are in the same server as you. Updated item guide. And that's that. And the done beta. We don't need to read that. And yeah, the MVPs and owners and creators and stuff and everyone that did something good. Cool. Cool. That's it, guys. That's everything. I hope I didn't miss anything. I know I didn't read the quest. I simply didn't want to because I was bored. Okay. 25 minutes, that's quite a long video. I'm terribly sorry, guys. As I said, I'll be adding timestamps and stuff so you can check out whatever you want. But yeah, is there anything else? I want to check out the map. So map.wynncraft.com. Is that the link? I'm not sure. They may not have added it, but I don't know how they would because I don't need to log in to see this. I don't know. What else was it? It was something else. Item guide. Guide to stats. It's not stats. About? No? Okay. Help? I don't think so. Oh, wait, yeah. Item guide. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is updated. Okay, so let's see here. Unique, rare, legendary, set. You can't go for mythics. All right. That's good, I guess. We're gonna take all legendaries in the range. Okay, there isn't a whole lot. Aries, Cancer, Fan Mask. Yeah. Cool stuff. That's the changelog, guys. I hope you enjoy the update, because I know I will. And I hope I will see you out there in Wynn. Doing all a bunch of crazy stuff. Swarms and guild wars. Just kidding, I hate guilds. I'm still in hacks, though. Anyway, that's not the point. But thank you guys so much for watching. This was Wynncraft, the 1.14.1 gameplay update changelog. I'm Mr. Balonian. Do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Wynncraft related content. Peace out.